In this video, we're going to go through UFC 329 and we're going to break down the best bets in this event. Now this weekend, so many people will be betting on UFC 329, the return of Conor McGregor. But the problem is, most of those people will just be guessing because they do not know much about the UFC. But have no fear, the Linemaker AI is here. And we're going to go through the Linemaker AI and see exactly what the best bets are for UFC 329. So let's jump into it. All right, so the first fight on the board that we're going to look at is going to be Luke Riley versus Kai Kamaka. Current line on this is Luke Riley is minus 220. So he is the favorite. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the Linemaker AI and let's just see what the breakdown is for this. So what we got going here is Luke Riley is one of the most touted prospects on this card, facing a veteran like Kai Kamaka, but Riley's explosive striking and undefeated aura make him a formidable favorite. Kamaka is a durable gatekeeper, but he often lacks the finishing power to deter aggressive strikers like Riley. Riley's statistical profile shows a high strike differential, meaning he lands significantly more than he absorbs. In a fight expected to be a high volume striking affair, Riley's speed and youth should be the deciding factor, with market lines moving towards minus 285 in some areas. Locking in minus 233 or below provides a clear mathematical edge. So as we can see here, we're giving ourselves a 5% edge on this play of taking Luke Riley to win, as we got an implied probability of 69, almost 70%, but a projected win probability of 75%. So first on the board is going to be Luke Riley to win on the money line. That's going to be our first play that we're looking at through the Linemaker AI. Let's get to the next one. Next one is Alessandro Costa versus Cody Durden. Right now, the line's similar to the Riley fight. It's about minus 210 is the lowest I was able to find so far. But let's go ahead and hop into the Linemaker AI and let's see exactly what it says. Alessandro Costa is positioned as a heavy favorite against Cody Durden in this flyweight clash. Costa has shown superior striking and grappling versatility in his recent outings. Durden is a gritty wrestler, but Costa's ability to defend takedowns and counter with power makes this a difficult matchup for the underdog. The market consensus has Costa priced at a high as minus 260 at some sportsbooks. We're finding significant value some places at minus 223, which I found minus 210 in a couple areas. Costa's path to victory lies to his ability to keep the fight standing and utilize his superior BJJ if the fight hits the mat. Durden has struggled against elite level finishers, and Costa fits that mold perfectly. So in fight number 2 here, we're looking at Alessandro Costa on the money line. So we got 2 money line plays right off the bat here. And it seems like, honestly, we're going to go through, and there's going to be a couple more, especially the main event. Now, if you guys want to know the not to go the distance bets, all the side props or whatnot, what are the best ones for UFC 329, make sure you guys click the link in the description and start your trial with the Linemaker AI, because it'll show you exactly all of the best bets and the best props throughout UFC 329. Now let's go ahead and get to the next fight here, where it's going to be Lonier Kavanaugh versus Brandon Royval. Right now the line for Kavanaugh, he is minus 170. Alright, let's hop into the Linemaker AI. Let's see exactly where this one lies. Kavanaugh is coming off a career-defining performance where he dominated former champion Brandon Moreno over 5 rounds in February. Kavanaugh has proven to be a technical master on the octagon, with all 3 of his UFC victories coming via decision. He faces Brandon Royval, a former title challenger, who often struggles when he cannot dictate the pace of the fight. Statistically, Kavanaugh's ability to maintain a high pace without fatiguing gives him a massive advantage here. Royval is a dangerous finisher, but Kavanaugh's recent form suggests he is on a different level of technical evolution. News reports indicate that Kavanaugh is a strong minus 218 favorite at most books, making the minus 186 price, and I found minus 170 in some areas, a high value entry point, giving us pretty much a 5% edge here on that play. So we're looking at Kavanaugh here on the money line. That's going to be our next play that we roll with. Now let's get to the main event here of Max Holloway versus Conor McGregor. All right, the fight that everybody wants to see. And right now, we got Max Holloway is minus 200. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Now let's hop into the Linemaker AI. Let's see how this main event breaks down. Here we go. Max Holloway enters this welterweight main event as a significant favorite for good reason. While McGregor won their first encounter in 2013, the blessed one has been far more active, competing 10 times since McGregor's last victory. Holloway is widely considered one of the greatest strikers in UFC history, boasting a 27-9 career record with 13 wins by decision, showcasing his elite cardio and builder archetype. The news narrative heavily favors Holloway's durability and volume. McGregor, now 37, has been out of the action for 5 years following a gruesome leg fracture and has lost 3 of his last 4 bouts. Analysts note that McGregor is most dangerous in the first round, but his chances decline rapidly as the fight progresses. Holloway's takedown defense remains elite, north of 80%, which should neutralize any grappling attempts from an aging McGregor. So there we go. We got Max Holloway on the money line for the main event here, and that is who we're going to go with, which also creates a 5% edge as well. Now I'm going to go through a review here of every single one that we had and the edge that is with it. So we started with Luke Riley, who has a plus 5% edge. Then next up we went to Alessandro Costa, who has a plus 4.96% edge. Then we worked our way to Kavanaugh, who has a plus 4.97% edge. And then last in the main event was Max Holloway. We are getting a 4.47% edge on Max Holloway to win the fight. Alright, so let's go ahead and circle the edges that we're getting here. We're pretty much getting almost 5% edge across the board here, okay, on all these fights. But that is what the Linemaker AI popped out for the best money line plays for UFC 329. Now, like I said before, if you want the best player props within these fights, as in to go the distance, how they're going to end up winning, what round they're going to end up winning in, make sure you guys download the Linemaker AI. Click the link in the description. It's a free trial, so that way you can see exactly how that plays out for the UFC this weekend. As always, I'm Frank with Linemaker Sports. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, I'm out.